dapat dinikmati secara adil dan saksama. Menjamin satu cara liberal terhadap tradisi-tradisi kebudayaannya yang kaya dan berbagai corak. Membina satu masyarakat progresif yang akan menggunakan sains dan teknologi moden.
Kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara, keluhuran perlembagaan, kedaulatan undang-undang, kesopanan dan kesusilaan.
As we have seen the recitation of the Rukun Negara that was conducted, or should I say that was led by Corporal Muhammad Khairul Azhar Abi Paisa, the hero that was involved in the incident at the Ulu Tiram police station down in Johor. And in the background we also heard the 14-gun salute.
That's right, the 14-gun salute, in case if you're wondering why 14 with regards to the national anthem that was played and was sung by the entire nation. Now the reason being is that 14 cannon shots represents 14 Malay states of the country.
Exactly. And moving on with the next agenda, as we are preparing down in Dataran Putrajaya, we will now be witnessing the National Day Parade by 7 different contingents that they have brought down for all Malaysians, as well as our international viewers to enjoy, which consists of the national contingent, the community contingent, the Kembara Merdeka Jalur Gemilang contingent, GLCs and GLICs contingent, creative and broadcast industry contingent, national sports contingent, as well as the welfare, well-being and safety contingent. And I believe that there's a few people who are going to be involved. When I say a few, I don't think it's just 1 or 2, is it?
I will tell you how many. 17,262 participants, 67 contingent, 36 brass bands, 534 land and air assets, and 100 service animals.
Yeah.
My, oh my.
Exactly. And starting off, as you can see on your screens, these are the brass band from PUZIDA, which is the Pancaragan Pusat Latihan Muzik Tentera Darat from the ATM. With 40 members strong, led by Captain Muhammad Rizwan bin Ramli and assisted by Sergeant Major Brass Band Sergeant Muhammad Ashraf bin Khalid, Sergeant Muhammad Khairul Fahmi bin Faizal, and Drum Major Staff Sergeant Muhammad Rafiq bin Hassan.
That's right, and as you can see right now, the contingent carrying the Jalur Gemilang flag, measuring 80 by 40 feet. by 100 cadet officers from the Military Training Academy, National Defence University. And this is led by Senior Battalion Officer Muhammad Nashiran bin Zailan. Tuning in to us, you're just in time.
And exactly, and now as you can see, the marching brass band from the SNK, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Sri Garing from Rawang, 50 members strong, led by Drum Major Siu Ting Tau.
There you have it. Next is the contingent carrying the state flags. Soon after this particular contingent that is moving right now in front of the screens, as you can see. The state flags right behind the Jalur Gemilang that's being carried from the School of SNK Catholic, led by Drum Major Jacob Lim. Ladies and gentlemen, the band from SMK Catholic, led by Drum Major Jacob Lim Wei Sheng, with a strength of 50 members, passing by your screens as we speak. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can see right now behind this contingent of SMK Catholic, Mio, who do we have?
We have the contingent being formed by 333 people actually. For this one, they are actually carrying all the state's flag, led by 100 members of the Corps Cadet Police, as well as the Scouts Association of Malaysia, led by Encik Ahmad bin Juno. And this particular contingent was actually aligned by the Ministry of Education, Wilayah Persekutuan. And now, moving on, we have the contingent of the Community Malaysia Madani.
Exactly. Now, this is coordinated by the Ministry of National Unity. Now, this contingent is led by the Ministry of National Unity, KPN, features a parade of Malaysia's diverse ethnic communities, including Malays, Chinese, Indians, Sikhs, Punjabis, Orang Asli, Siamese, Chetty, Baba Nyonya, and ethnic communities from Sabah and Sarawak.
And this clearly shows how diverse we are as Malaysians, all coming in together from all walks of life, from all different races, from all parts of Malaysia, from Perlis right up to Sabah, enjoying ourselves, being a unified country, being Malaysians.
That's right. Now, this contingent is the longest, by the way, dressed in complete ethnic attire and accessories, symbolizing Malaysia's cultural diversity. And the uniqueness, I must say, of this contingent is highlighted through special props, as you can see, right? Symbolizing the unity of Malaysian society, including the Jiro and Tetuan group. We also have the Kompang group, Dragon and Lion dance, you just saw it. Chinge, Urumi and Bagra drumming, Peacock dance, anytime right now it will appear right in front of your screens, and Bajau horse and warrior procession.
Yep. Looking sharp.
I always wanted to wear one of those.
You have your chance. And I must say as well, they look lovely indeed. They have been practicing this weeks on, fellow viewers. So this is not just something that they just woke up and just, got themselves in the parade. They have actually done this over and over again for the past couple of weeks to ensure that they deliver the best performance walking down Dataran Putrajaya, just for all of Malaysians as well as our fellow viewers.
That's right, that's right.
Di bawah pengelolaan Suzuki Malaysia menjayakan misi jelajah konvoi ke Barat Merdeka.
Now, as you can see, motor vehicles behind.
Konvoi ini telah menjelajah sejauh 8,551 kilometer
And what unique about this is what you're seeing again. These are the representation of our fellow brothers and sisters who are from Sabah and Sarawak as well.
That's right.
With their horses down here.
That's right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we have the Jalur Gemilang Kembara Merdeka contingent. Now, this is definitely led by Director General Management of the Malaysian Information Department, Encik Naim Fahmi bin Ahmad Tajuddin, and it involves the participation of strategic partner clubs, including the Suzuki V-Strom Owners Club Malaysia, under the supervision of Suzuki Malaysia, which successfully completed the 2024 Jalur Gemilang Independence Journey Convoy across the country. Now, I have to tell you, Mio, that they have travelled a distance of 8,551 kilometres, covering 162 stops across peninsular Malaysia.
Impressive, very, very impressive indeed. And with this particular contingent, as you can see there, the trackless tram being brought down to Putrajaya, one of our marquee vehicles, I should say, first time being introduced down here during the National Day Parade. Also, not forgetting earlier, as you can see, the riders with their Harley Davidsons and 5 units of 4-wheel drives, Suzuki motorcycles that was mentioned as well. Lovely scenes. As you can see, the passengers are having fun as well.
Exactly, and hashtag bukan bas biasa.
There you go. Moving on, now you can see on your screens are the contingent from the GLC, the government-linked companies, as well as the government-linked investment companies from the economy, from banking, telecommunications as well, and being organised by PNB, Perbadanan Nasional Berhad.
Exactly. Now, they're the largest fund management company in Malaysia with assets under management now exceeding 300 billion ringgit. Now, PNB's portfolio includes strategic investments in leading Malaysian corporate companies, global equities, private investments and real estate. Now, for over 4 decades, PNB, along with unit trust management company Amanah Saham Nasional Berhad, has remained focused on contributing to the wealth of Bumiputra and all Malaysians.
And right behind there, we have the contingent from Petronas, 107 members strong, led by technologist Muhammad Nur bin Ahmad, from the Group Chief Security from Petronas, our women and men in green and white.
Exactly. Petronas has been driving the country's progress in technology, economy, human capital and society since 1974. Now, the contingent consists of 100 employees carrying the Golden Jubilee Anniversary theme.
And now the combination of GLIC consisting of Khazanah, KWSP, LTAT, KWAP as well as LTH.
Menjelang 1 September,
Proud, waving the flag down Dataran Putrajaya.
akan meraihkan ulang tahun yang ke-75. Bersempena dengan itu, kekuatan kontinjen seramai 7.
Following behind is a contingent of government-linked companies, GLCs, that also contribute to the country's economic development. We have Juo Pharma Biotech Berhad, MNRB Holdings Berhad, Sapura Energy Berhad, SP Setia Berhad, and SD Guthrie Berhad.
And following closely behind, we're still with the contingent from the GLC, the combined contingent from GLC.
That's right. And in case if you're wondering, the GLC and GLIC, they made up of 2,724 participants.
And now, as you can see on your screens, the Perodua contingent with their assets. Very clearly, as you can see there, one of Malaysia's favourite car, obviously Myvi is down there, together with Axia, Beza, Ativa, Alza, as well as Arus. The contingent is being led by Encik Muhammad Azam bin Ismail, the head of securities, group security from Perodua. And now, we have the guys who are responsible for electricity.
PNB, that's right. right, Tenaga Nasional Berhad, which will celebrate its 75th anniversary. Now, TNB continues to be a proud beacon that provides reliable light to over 30 million Malaysians, illuminating the lives of the people.
Yes, they are. And now we have the men and women from AKPK, Agency Counselling and Pengurusan Kredit, led by Dr. Jamali Samsudin, done it together with their very unique float there, as you can see there. An origami float. Wow. How long did they take to fold this origami, you wonder?
I can't even put one together. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, right now is the St. John Institution Band, brought by Malaysian Resources Corporation Berhad, and is led by drum major Muhammad Ali Daniel bin Zukairi. And they brought 52 members along with them.
And following closely behind, the men and women from the Malaysian Resources Corporation Berhad MRCB, 107 members strong, led by Encik Muhammad Shukri bin Hussein and Encik Abdul Rahman bin Aben. 107 members strong for this contingent from MRCB.
Ladies and gentlemen, approaching is the YTL Group contingent with its subsidiaries. We've got YTL Corporation, YTL Construction, YTL Cement, YTL Power, YTL Land, YTL Hotels, YTL Communications, and we're talking about, yes, 5G.
Yep, and now the contingent in red, FGV Holdings Berhad, 107 members strong, led by Tuan Haji Azhar Mat Saleh. As well as people know for FGV Holdings, they are one of the major exporters of palm oil in the world. Next up,
and now approaching the stage, the royal box, is the contingent of MSM Malaysia Holdings Berhad, the leading refined sugar producer in the country under the Gula Prai brand. So MSM is the largest sugar refinery company in Malaysia and the 7th largest in the world, and is led by Muhammad Shahmil Azli.
And these are the people that we normally see whenever you want to take a flight out of KLIA as well as Subang Airport. We have the Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad MAHB together with the Malaysia Aviation Group MAG, led by Encik Mark Eugen, driven together with the assets, the fire rescue vehicle being portrayed there.
That's right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know this one. Grab Malaysia is definitely a leading local super app offering services such as e-hailing, food and parcel delivery, as well as digital payments, all through a single app. They are led by Encik Rashid Shuko, Director of Operations and Mobility, along with 100 contingent members consisting of Grab employees and UX Bank.
Yes, you can see Grab has brought down 2 of their assets as well. You can't miss them. They're green in colour. They're everywhere, not just in KL, but all over Malaysia. And following closely behind are the assets from, there you have it, DRB Highcom. Look at all those protons.
I'm glad I still have mine.
They even brought down the very first Proton Saga, which was first introduced to Malaysians, to the world actually back in 1985. They have a multiple array of vehicles, such as, of course, the Proton Saga, the Wira, Putra, Tiara, Satria, Wajah, Juara. I can go on.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Many models that they brought down. The Juara as well is in the parade.
That's right. And just so you know, Proton is advancing with the introduction of Malaysia's first electric vehicle model, and it's to be launched soon, presenting Malaysia's first electric car, the E-Mas, or should I say EMAS 7. It is clear now that Proton is conquering the world, definitely a pride of Malaysian citizens.
Exactly. We can't wait for the formal introduction of E-Mas 7 coming down.
As you can see right now,
ever Malaysian-built electric vehicle. And now, this is the banking contingent led by the people from Maybank. Maybank is down here with their signature yellow outfits, 100 members strong, led by Encik Fazrul Aizad bin Rizwan.
Now, they've brought along 107 participants from diverse workforces, including people with disabilities, national sports heroes, and retirees.
And with their trishaw as well. Perhaps we can go to their bank with one of these handy vehicles, I should say.
Now, of course, this contingent embraces the mission of humanizing financial services. There you have it, with corporate image carried through the yellow and black attire that forms the tiger stripes motif.
And now we have the CIMB Group Holdings Berhad, the next for the banking contingent, led by Encik Muhammad Zamri Mat Yusof from the Human Resources, 100 members strong, symbolizes the 100th year anniversary since their first branch was opened down in Kuching, Sarawak.
Wow.
Interesting.
Learn new things every day, don't we?
Definitely. And now, one of our favorite banks back when I was in college, the Bank Simpanan National contingent here, led by Encik Izham Abdul Wahab.
Exactly. And by the way, they are celebrating their 50th anniversary with the theme, supporting aspirations, crossing generations, to ensure no Malaysians is left behind. Next up, we have Hong Leong Bank contingent, a local financial institution. They are now expanding to over 200 branches in Malaysia and even to ASEAN. And they are led by Encik Zalman Zainal, Head of Marketing and Communications. And they brought along 107 members.
And following closely behind, we have the contingent from Public Bank, 100 members strong, led by Puan Mirhani Cecilia binti Abdul Rahman Heinrich, the Vice President, or should I say the Assistant to the Vice President of the Community and Communication Strategic Department of Public Bank Group.
That's right. Now, in case if you're wondering, where is RHB Bank? Well, there you go. RH Bank Group, a regional financial service provider. They're committed to offering comprehensive solutions to meet ever-changing customer needs. Now, they provide a swift and easy customer experience and is led by an efficient and dedicated team across 7 ASEAN countries. With their mission, together we progress.
And one of the earlier adopters, or should I say introducers of e-wallets, as well as a huge play in the fintech community, we have Boost Holdings, Sinan Berhad, who has been helping out and has been growing greatly since 2017. Next up, we have the communications contingent led by Telecom Malaysia.
Wow. There you have it, 110 participants led by Encik Muhammad Hazrin bin Muhammad Ali. So TM, the nation's leading integrated telecommunications company, offers smart services and innovative solutions to various market segments, including communities, businesses and governments. Now they've brought along their assets as well, Mio, flexing it really good right now in Dataran Putrajaya.
And we are now looking at the contingent from Celcom DG and their floats. Their assets together down here, led by Encik Hairul Nizam Abu Hassan, 107 members strong. They are brought down together with us an LED truck together with an autonomy buggy and a RoboDog AI. Wow. Next up,
we have the Maxis contingent with a harmonious green color. Now they symbolize diversity as well with their colors. Now the Maxis contingent is among the GLIC contingent that have constantly shown commitment every time we celebrate our National Day celebration. Now they are led by Vicky Bharati with a strength of 107 members consisting of various races and ages.
And now you're watching U Mobile, the contingent from U Mobile led by Encik Muhammad Shuhaidi bin Abdullah. U Mobile has definitely grown throughout the years and has delivered such a great service. And moving on, a very interesting industry, which is our industry actually, the creative and broadcast industry, led by the industry itself from Finas, which is led by Encik Muhammad Shazli Muhammad Khia, and the representation of Astro show as well. They're down here with a selection of local celebrities.
That's right. We've got Nas Muhammad, Anwar Bek Bohal, Dennis Yin. And then you can see Upin and Ipin. No, it's not Mio.
No, it's not Mio. Of course, there we have all of the characters from our local animation houses. Obviously, you know these guys. You've seen them around.
That's right.
You got Opah down there. You got Kak Ros, Tok Dalang, Uncle Mutu, Atong, and the whole bunch. Wow.
Exactly. Loco Park Production, a pioneer of 3D animation in the country, with over 10 billion views on YouTube. Goodness. Now they have successfully brought Malaysian animation to the world's attention.
And we got DD and friends in the house as well. I bet you all the kids down in Dataran Putrajaya are enjoying themselves looking at this. Even His Majesty the King is enjoying this show together with Her Majesty.
Have you seen Bobo Boy just yet? No?
Yeah, they're very closely behind together with Meka Matu as well.
There you have it. I'm surprised, Mio, you know all these cartoons.
Well, it's sort of like an occupation hazard, actually.
And now we take a look at our colleagues.
Yep. This is the broadcast stations that's been brought down. We got representation from RTM, Bernama, Media Prima, Berhad, Astro, Miasat Global, Berhad, and together with MyTV.
Exactly. And of course, they also include TV and radio personalities.
And this is the national sports contingent. Our athletes and our ex-athletes are here. They're from the KBS, MotoGP, as well as the low loader. These are all the heroes and heroines of the nation. And this one intrigues you the most.
This intrigues me the most, ladies and gentlemen. The MotoGP team, 7 motorbikes. Now there are, if you're wondering who are on those motorbikes, or can we say pocket bikes?
Well, we need to learn the terminology better.
Exactly.
These consist of
MotoGP icon.
8 to 16 years of age, FIM Mini GP Malaysia Series. And now we will start off with the next contingent.
The next contingent, ladies and gentlemen, has got to be the MRCB.
This is the contingent of the National Anti-Financial Crime Centre, the NFFC, together represented by their float as well. This is a combination of various parties. And now we can see the contingent from the Perkhidmatan Awam.
The public service contingent?
Yes.
Yep. And it involves 210 members from all 28 ministries and government departments, led by Yang Berbahagia Datuk Muhammad Syaiful bin Ibrahim, Deputy Director General of Public Service Operations. Now, this contingent includes public servants from various races, groups and sectors, including people with disabilities, and they feature public servants who provide direct services to the public according to their respective duties.
And following closely behind, the contingent from KPDN, 200 members strong, led by Tuan Muhammad Zamil bin Jamaluddin. Also included is the Flying Squad. 200 members being represented by KPDN.
And it's led by Tuan Muhammad Zamil. That's right. And here's a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this division plays a crucial role in ensuring laws are adhered to and assisting the ministry in managing the cost of living. Over a period of 5 years, the Enforcement Division officers has successfully resolved 160,333 complaints, with 48,600 cases processed.
And now we have the brass band from the Angkatan Pertahanan Awam Malaysia, led by Drum Major Corporal Pertahanan Awam Afzan bin Ramli, 50 members strong. Following closely behind is the contingent.
Exactly. The APM, the Malaysian Civil Defence Force, led by Lieutenant Colonel Civil Defence Muhammad Rohaidi bin Halim. With a strength of 261 members, this contingent consists of regular officers, voluntary members and CISPACO cadets. Also present in the contingent are the Special Civil Defence Unit, PASPA, and the ABM K9 unit.
And
They brought along their assets, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, with them they have the Special Rescue Vehicle, SRV, Communication Rescue Vehicle, CRV, as well as the Rapid Rescue Vehicle, RRV.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. And following are the land and water operational vehicles. Now, they include heavy rescue vehicle, HRV, medical rescue vehicle, MRV, light rescue vehicle, LRV, special service rescue vehicle, SSRV. You can see 3 water rescue vehicles. They include jet ski, sea leg, and their Destiny 32 foot boat. And now we have the Rela.
Yes, first of all led by their brass band, 40 members strong, led by drum major Nurliza binti Abu Qasim. And these are being represented not just from over here in Peninsular Malaysia, but also from their training centre down in Sabah.
That's right. Now the Rela Malaysia contingent, moving with pride, definitely showcases a march Rela by Commissioner Muhammad Razib bin Suhaimi, with a strength of 200 officers and members, with the department's motto, loyal and devoted. Rela has progressed by presenting a contingent that includes 50 members on community safety patrol assignments, 50 members on border control assignments, 4 specialized detachments among Rela officers. They include Rela perimeter control officers, Rela marksman team officers, Rela armament mechanic officers, and Rela traffic trainer officers. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And now, as you're watching on screen right now, is the contingent, or should I say the brass band, from the Immigration Department of Malaysia, led by Hairul Afendi bin Hamidana, 40 members strong for this marching band from the Immigration Department of Malaysia. And their contingent as well, Brandon.
Exactly. Now, the Malaysian Immigration Department contingent, consisting of 300 members and led by Deputy Assistant Director Ahmad Rashazri bin Abdul Rahim. So with the motto, sovereignty and national security is definitely a shared responsibility. The Immigration Department provides various services to Malaysian citizens, permanent residents and foreign visitors through several initiatives such as Visa Liberalization Plan 2024, QR Code immigration checks in Johor, Autogate facilities for 63 countries, and Baitul Mahabba initiative for foreign children detainees.
And now here's the marching band from our men and women from JPJ, Jabatan Pengangkutan Jalan Malaysia, 40 members strong, led by Drum Major Tuan Muhammad Sharul Amin bin Muhammad Azhari.
Now they brought along, of course, their members. The Malaysian Road Transport Department contingent, and not to forget, they brought along their assets as well. We'll get to that shortly. The aspiration of Malaysia Madani, Jiwa Merdeka, the department aims to become a world-class enforcement agency with efficient, agile and thorough governance on all road safety regulations for national sustainability based on humanizing digital technology. Let's talk about their assets, Mio.
Yep, we are seeing here down, JPJ has brought down 6 of their motorbikes, Falcon Unit 12, cars of enforcements and operations, together with 2 mobile JPJ mobile counters, actually.
Exactly.
That's being brought down to serve the nation. And you can see the gentleman from JPJ. Any comments, Brandon?
I would like to believe my biceps are as big.
Yep.
But
you can believe that.
Not going to happen. 6 units of Kawasaki Versys 650cc motorcycles functioning as enforcement units. Now they're equipped with technology for detecting, recording and notifying traffic violations.
Yes, and moving on, now we have the brass band from the Prisons Department. led by Drum Major Sergeant Shahrizan bin Izwan Shah, 40 members strong.
Drum Major Encik Muhammad Airil bin Ibrahim dengan kekuatan 45 orang anggota.
And for this particular brass band, they are actually being represented by the Henry Gurney School. Following closely are their contingent.
Dengan kekuatan 200 anggota terdiri daripada gabungan pegawai cawangan pemeriksaan penumpang.
This particular contingent is being led by Muhammad Amirzal bin Abdullah, 200 members strong from the Prisons Department.
Aligning with the theme of this year's 234th Prison Day celebration, Reformation towards a Civilization Development Centre. The Malaysian Prison Department continues to strengthen high-impact rehabilitation programs and skills and education for inmates.
And on screen right now are the men and women from the brass band of the Royal Customs of Malaysia, led by Ketua Pancaragam, leader of the band, Tuan Muhammad Shahrizal bin Muhammad Ghazali, and Drum Major Encik Muhammad Airil bin Ibrahim. 45 members strong, closely following their contingent from the Royal Customs of Malaysia.
That's right.
Together with their assets.
The Royal Malaysian Customs Department showcases a parade led by Assistant Customs Director Tuan Muhammad Khairul bin Mat, with 200 officers equipped with various firearms. This includes a combination of passenger inspection branch officers, enforcement operations, marine and elite tactical team, handling high-profile cases known as Customs Operational Battle Force Response Assaults, or COBRA. So they brought along their assets as well. As you can see, the Customs Department, the high-speed patrol boat, Series 4 Celoring, I hope I'm saying it right, with Assistant Customs Director Tuan Adli, who is also a national boxer with numerous international championships.
And earlier you have also seen the K9 unit from the Customs and an array of vehicles from the Customs Department. And now we have the contingent from Smart Natma. And this contingent is being led by Muhammad Hafizul bin Abdul Halim, with a contingent consisting of 120 members strong.
That's right. And if you can see right behind your screens, they brought along their assets: 4 units of Kawasaki Mule Pro DX UTVs and 2 units of forklift container truck MAN. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see right now, live on TV, some might say the moment that we've been waiting for. But let's make way first for the team of Smart, and there you have it.
This is the brass band from Bomba, from our Fire Rescue Department, led by Ahmad Najabah bin Zul and Drum Major Muhammad Zul Amin bin Jumain.
Ladies and gentlemen, tuning from around the world, marching with discipline and determination, the team is committed to providing the best firefighting and rescue services to the community and country, firmly holding to their motto: firefighters, pillars of national rescue. Men and women in blue uniforms and specialized teams such as the Emergency Medical Rescue Services, EMRS, Water Rescue Team, Road Traffic Accident Rescue Unit, Fire Forensic Team, Fire Air Unit and Multi-Skills Team, CBRNE and Hazmat Unit, Structural Fire Unit, Special Technical Operation and Rescue Team of Malaysia, Detection Unit as well. And Mio, let's talk about their assets.
Yep, they have brought down an array, a whole array of assets. We're not talking about these gentlemen on here, but of course we're talking about the assets that they have brought down together with them. They have the amphibious rigid inflatable boat Arib, together with Kevlar boats as well.
And if you can see who's on top of the truck, Mio, we have Yang Berhormat Tuan Nga Korming, the Minister of KPKT, along with the Deputy Minister and the Director General of the Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department.
Yep. And
there
again,
you have it.
being represented by the ladies as well as the gentlemen, the men and women, to ensure our safety should it arises, proudly waving the national flag, Jalo Gemilang, waving to the crowd. Don't you wish you're down in Putrajaya right now?
I wish I was on the truck here. But no, you can't be on a truck. Those trucks are only reserved for specific people
Exactly, with certain qualifications and requirements.
That's right. As you can see, there are trucks, and let me just talk to you some of the trucks that they brought along. One of them, one water tanker and one foam tender.
And now following closely behind the contingent from, this is the Keselamatan Negara National Safety Contingent.
Yes, exactly, the security contingent.
From Maritime Malaysia, APNM, Agensi Penguatkuasaan Maritim Malaysia. 41 members strong from the brass band, led by Lieutenant Maritim Muhammad Amiru bin Abdullah. Assisted by Pengawal Warren 1 Maritim Abu Bakar bin Ani and Drum Major Bintara Muda Maritim Nordin bin Muhammad, together with a contingent from APMM, led by Commander Maritim Afendi bin Muhammad Fadil. 350 members strong, consisting of the men and women from APNM, from the STAR team, from the Air Maritime Subang team station, as well as AMSAS, together with their assets, as you can see here.
Digital camouflage tactical uniform, donning them. Office uniform for Alpha, office uniform for Bravo. Flight uniform, Special Action and Rescue Team, STAR Team, and Rescue Swimmer uniform and equipment. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency is responsible for enforcing federal laws applicable in Malaysian waters, coordinating national maritime search and rescue operations of various types of emergency at sea, and ensuring the safety.
And here are their assets, as we have seen earlier, the MSU Mobile Surveillance Unit, together with the Pete Boat 83, Benteng Boat 01, and Perkasa Boat 35, ensuring the safety of our waters within its jurisdiction.
That's right.
Menyusul ialah pembawa bendera jauh gemilang dan sang saka biru, terdiri daripada 100 pegawai.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pass it over to our guest in the studio, Inspector Muhammad Adil. Talk to us.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Deputy. So now, Royal Malaysia Police Contingent of total 91 PDRM personnel. Okay, so now we can see it's a Royal Malaysia Police Contingent or PDRM. A total of 981 PDRM personnel are participating in today's parade. The contingent is led by the Honourable Inspector General of Police, Tan Sri Razaduddin Hussein, accompanied by 30 senior officers and members from the Mounted Unit and the Federal Reserve Unit or FRU. The presence of this top leadership is a source of immense pride for the entire forces as we collectively contribute to the success of this year's National Day Parade.
And right now we have the PDRM contingent, Inspector.
Yeah, now this flag bearer. We have the flag bearer, a dedicated group of 100 PDRM members, including trainee officers from various Royal Malaysia Police Training Centres.
And now the brass band of PDRM.
This one leading the PDRM parade today, the brass band, guided by ASP Mesmoro bin Edward and Drum Major Corporal Muhammad Farul Reza bin Ramlan, with a robust team of 97 police officers.
And Inspector, we see veteran members as well being part of this contingent.
Yes, veterans members, retired officers. So remembering our veterans, we welcome a group of 39 retired police officers led by ASP Osman bin Daud, honouring their years of dedicated service.
Beautiful.
And now what we can see, this is a working dress detachment. We see the working dress detachment. This group consists of 189 officers in uniforms representing general duties, tourist police, UN mission, and the traffic investigation and enforcement department.
Nice. Can you talk to us, the men and women in orange? They're from which unit, sir?
From orange, from the PGU or Pasukan Gerakan Udara. This one for Federal Reserve Unit with a shield from FRU.
That's right.
Wearing the red helmet.
And here are the K9 units.
Yes, the K9 unit. The K9 unit detachment led by Inspector Alagumani Anak Lelaki Murugia, together with the officers and personnel. This, as we can see, the dogs actually the breed German Shepherd, assigned to CID or Criminal Investigation Department, and the Labrador assigned to Narcotic Criminal Investigation Department. So 2 types of breeds lah.
Even their K9 units have shades, Mio.
They are well trained.
They are definitely well trained. Wow, Inspector, talk to us. What's happening?
We have a special presentation.
Yes, this is a special presentation, special formation. We call it Formation 67. Okay, as you can see, their movement is not a conventional movement. This is a special tactical movement. So they show how they carry the weapon in tactical way. Okay, so let me brief a bit about this. In commemoration of the 67th National Day celebration, RMP engaging formation display involving various operational units under the KD and KA. This performance is specially designed to enhance the National Day festivities by showcasing a unique formation that visually represents the numbers 6 and 7, symbolizing the 67th anniversary of independence this year. So various operational vehicles and logistics utilized by KDNK and RMP will also be featured in the display, providing a comprehensive overview of PDRM's capabilities and readiness in maintaining public security and order. So as you can see along the side, these are the operational vehicle involved. Include 1 unit, we call it APC Typhoon,
right?
2 units APC Jaws, 2 units Robust Hylas, and 6 units BMW Red 1250GS.
Wow.
This is also actually one of the larger contingents that have been brought down to Dataran Putrajaya. Combination of its personnel as well as its asset, Inspector.
Yeah.
And now here are the bikes of PDRM. Definitely, as you can see.
Okay, so the PDRM vehicle detachment is showcasing now 29 vehicle asset led by the Honorable Datuk Sri Yusri bin Haji Hassan Basri, the Director of the Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department, or easy to call is Director of Traffic lah.
Right.
Okay, so here's look at some of features vehicles. So as what the Datuk riding now, BMW RT 1300. Okay, this is one of the newly asset that we received this year. And other than that, we can see Kawasaki GTR 1400, Yamaha FJR 1300, and now it's water cannon using for FRU. And then we also have 3 types of Honda Civic 1.8 FC, Honda Civic 1.5 FE, Honda City 1.5S. These vehicles serve as the front line of the crime prevention and maintaining security.
What intrigued me right now is actually, as we can see on the right side of the screen, a very special vehicle.
Yeah,
here.
that one's CBRNE, or we call it MVF-5 docking. It's a multi-mission heavy robotic system for emergency response. It assists first responders to perform their duties in the most difficult or challenging and threatening situation. Actually, it's a bomb disposal. It's a robotic system.
It's a robotic system, which means to say that you don't need a human to man that thing. It's automatic.
It's automatic, fully by robotic, so we can control that. But so far we haven't, because we don't have a serious.
We don't want to use that.
No, we do not. Definitely. And this is, we are coming towards the end of the police contingent, and now we are getting ready for the special air show that will be starting very, very soon by the Royal Malaysia Air Force.
But before that, thank you so much, Inspector Adil, for walking through the PDRM contingent together with its assets, and of course, to talk to us about their readiness when they are definitely needed every single day, to be honest, Mio.
Exactly. And as we await for the beginning or the start of the air show, which is happening now. I mean, we just to share with our audience, we've actually seen this already during the rehearsal, and you're in it for a treat.
I have to say that, that's the purpose of our job, I would say. You get to see things, earlier as compared. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are tuning in to us, I would say if you're just joining us, you just made it just in time. As you can see right now, what we're going to do is to pass you back to Dataran Putrajaya, and we'll let the on-ground MC to guide you along the way.
Enjoy.
Pesawat-pesawat udara yang akan dibahas sebentar lagi adalah milik Tentera Darat Malaysia, Tentera Darat Malaysia, Tentera Laut Malaysia, Polisi Raja Malaysia, PDRM, Agensi Penguasaan Malaysia, MAM, dan Jabatan Penerangan Malaysia.
Iaitu Agusta A109 dan MD530G milik Tentera Laut Raja Malaysia, iaitu Superlink Mark 100 dan Agusta AS55FF Fennec milik BDRM, iaitu Agusta AW139. APMM iaitu Eurocopter AS365NT Dolphin dan akhir sekali milik Bomber, iaitu A109 dan MA17. Formasi pesawat pada hari ini diketuai oleh para pegawai UDM,
Yaitu bagi pesawat formasi ini dituai oleh Lieutenant General PDRM Cosine Steady.
hadirin sekalian, sila tumpukan perhatian ke arah hadapan petos utama. Membuka tirai pertunjukan udara pada hari ini, kami mulakan dengan salam perkenalan daripada pesawat besar pejuang UDM.
Sebanyak 3 pesawat kini berkurang dalam formasi break meluncur dengan radius berkemajuan 600 km sejam di ketinggian 150 meter.
Dengan melengkapkan jata batas tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, bawakan pandangan anda berdiri pentas utama.
Kami tampilkan kepada anda kombinasi formasi pesawat berjuang Hilda.
Bergaul di bawah nombor 6 skuadron. Formasi pesawat ini diketuai oleh Lieutenant Colonel Zulkifli Hilda, Bosai State. Seterusnya penerbang di bawah nombor 18 skuadron. Formasi ini diketuai oleh Major Ihsan CDM, Bosai Zona. Dalam tinggi formation. Formasi ini diketuai oleh Major Ihsan CDM, Bosai Cili. Hadirin sekalian, sekali lagi bawa perhatian anda ke pentas utama.
Formasi gabungan pesawat helikopter dalam gabungan Diamond Combination.
Formasi ini didahului dengan pesawat C-745M milik Hilda. Mengiring formasi sebelah kanan anda pesawat MD-550G dan A109 milik Tentera Malaysia. Dan di sebelah kiri anda pesawat AW139 milik Hilda bersama pesawat Fennec dan Superlink dari TLDM. Diikuti di belakang pesawat AS-650MT milik MDML bersama pesawat Agus Daud AW139 milik PDRM. Dan mengakhiri formasi helikopter mega pada hari ini iaitu pesawat A109 dan Mi-17 milik Bomba.
Dengan menerbangkan jaga-jaga pasukan, cekal kami amalkan di mana dan apa saja. Gagah di angkasa, sedia berkorban, guard, protect, save, sedia berkhidmat, cepat dan mesra. Kami tampilkan koordinasi dan kesatuan elemen helikopter yang sentiasa bersama-sama bersedia diatur gerakan sebila masa demi tanah air tercinta.
Itulah tadi lintas hormat pengenalan pesawat-pesawat kebanggaan negara kita yang sentiasa bersedia untuk diatur gerakan sebilangan masa dan dimana jua tanpa mengenal gentah dan bahaya.
Untuk makluman, pesawat-pesawat angkut yang dipamerkan sebentar tadi merupakan pesawat angkut strategik dan taktikal negara yang berupaya diatur gerakan sebilah masa sama ada di kawasan yang ekstrim dan mencabar.
Untuk makluman hadirin sekalian, pesawat jenis berjuang yang dipamerkan tadi berupaya melakukan pelbagai serangan udara antara A2A combat, A2 ground, A2 surface, internet warfare, reconnaissance, suppression of enemy defense, close air support dan precision bombing. Hadirin sekalian, bagi menutup tirai segmen udara pada pagi ini, Putrajaya akan digegarkan dengan aksi aerobatik oleh pesawat-pesawat berjuang TDM. Hadirin sekalian, sama-sama kita nantikan Depunya Defender. Diteruskan dengan kuasa pecahan maksimal meluncur ke sana pesawat SS-30MK. Hadirin sekalian, the Beast from the East, the winner, the fire.
mewakili 3 cabang perkhidmatan iaitu darat, laut dan udara yang diketuai oleh Lieutenant Colonel Haji Muhammad Azhari bin Abdullah Bersara.
Menyusul ialah masyarakat pusat Kuala Diraja terdiri daripada seorang pegawai.
Okay, what we have just witnessed earlier was the air show, the super air show being organized by the Air Force, the Malaysia Air Force, the Royal Malaysia Air Force, also with the participation as well from other military as well as from the police and the bomber as well. They were around. But now, going back to Putrajaya, a lot of things to say actually, but the show needs to go on. We need to go on because right now is the contingent from the veterans of the ATM, 40 members strong.
That's right. So right now we are about to pass this whole segment to Colonel Rashdan bin Abdul Rashid, Commander of the 1st Infantry Division, Royal Engineers Regiment. So Colonel, over to you.
Over to you.
Thank you, Mio and Brandon. The leading the Malaysian Armed Forces contingent is the Central Band of the Royal Armoured Corps, consisting of 1 officer and 58 members. It is led by Lieutenant Colonel Zaiful Azman bin Zainul Abidin, the Director of Music of the Central Band of the Royal Armoured Corps. Next up is the contingent of the Special Forces of the Malaysian Armed Forces. This contingent consists of the 21st Special Services Group, or 21 GGK, the Naval Special Forces, Pascal, and the Air Force Special Forces, Pascal. You can see some of them wearing ghillie suit. Those are the snipers. Behind them are the assets of the Special Forces, comprising of scramblers, special operation vehicles, rapid intervention vehicles, a command vehicle, and finally at the back, they are rigid inflatable raiding crafts. This is the command vehicle that can be deployed as a forward command post. Next is the combined brass band of the 10th Para Brigade, consisting of 55 members under the leadership of Drum Major Warrant Officer 2 Ahmad Rashidi bin Bahrain. Leading the 10th Para Brigade contingent is the leading Para Battle Group, consisting of 8 officers and 206 personnel, and commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Alimuddin Shah bin Abdul. This 10th Para Brigade is a rapid deployment force of the Malaysian Armed Forces and is also the elite unit of the Army. The formation is deployed through joint operations involving land, sea, and air elements to achieve its mission. The maroon beret symbolizes the identity of an airborne or air assault unit.
And as we can see, different uniforms that being worn by the contingent as well, and the assets here.
Yes, the company in the 10th Para Brigade are their assets, led by the scrambler motorcycles used by their pathfinders, and then the Supercat 6x6 all-terrain mobile platform. They also display their Vemtech S3 weapon carrier vehicles equipped with AGL and HMG, and 2 units of 105mm howitzers.
This is one of the things that a lot of people are looking forward to, when it comes to showcasing the assets of the ATM, of what we have for the nation.
Definitely. So the Vemtech weapon carrier can be equipped with automatic grenade launcher or heavy machine gun, and they can destroy any enemy fortifications and light armored vehicles. Following closely behind them are the elements from the 4th Mechanized Brigade.
Wow.
And these are their main battle tank, the PT-91 Pendekar with 125mm gun. But leading the way for the 4th Mechanized Brigade are 2 Lipan Bara armored vehicles, followed by Gambita 8x8 armored vehicles. Also, ACV 300 Adnan IFV and 2 MIFV K200A1, equipped with a heavy machine gun. Again, we see this formidable force on the battlefield, which is our Pendekar main battle tank. Next up, coming into view is the combined brass band of the 1st Battalion Royal Malay Regiment and the 1st Battalion Royal Rangers Regiment, led by Staff Sergeant Saiful Abdullah bin Ahmad. Well, we are still viewing this main battle tank. Such a majestic presence.
And here we have the brass band.
Yes.
And we have the brass band from the Royal Malaysia Navy. No.
This brass band leads the Army Hybrid Contingent, which consists of a total of 207 personnel, led by Lieutenant Colonel Zulhisham bin Yusuf.
Yep, we're still with the ATM.
On their right is the Ceremonial Mounted Squadron from the Royal Armoured Corps, led by Lieutenant Colonel Shahrul Azuddin bin Maudud. The horses purchased for the squadron is specially selected to ensure it has the right temperament to handle the various elements of ceremonial events such as this, such as being able to stay calm amidst loud sounds of explosives and noises. And also we can see the war dog team of the Malaysian Army, consisting of highly trained personnel and dogs specializing in tracking and detection tasks, fully managed by the Wolf branch of the Army Combat Training Center.
And we're talking about the Wolf branch. Right.
And now we have the Ceremonial Mounted Squadron here.
The cavalry?
It's a Ceremonial Mounted Squadron. That's my good friend, Dr. Colonel Shahrul Azuddin bin Maudud.
Shout out.
Next up is Malaysian Hybrid Assets, which are led by 12 BMW motorcycles and 2 Honda Civic petrol cars. They are used for escort and ceremonial duties. Behind them are 2 all-terrain vehicles used by infantry units for reconnaissance and patrolling. Next, weapon carrier vehicles used by infantry units carrying HMG or AGL. We also have mortar carrier vehicles, 81mm mortar, GK Mark 1 Gatling gun platform used by infantry units. These are the ATVs. We also have G-Wagon heavy machine guns and Metis M.
As you can hear the roaring sounds in Dataran Putrajaya, and I wonder why.
These must be your colleagues, Colonel.
I'm sure they are.
And the vehicle they are on.
Yes, well, we have Vemtech S3 weapon carrier vehicles. More vehicles carrying IGLA, surface-to-air missile support launching unit, 1 Rapid Ranger, also for low-level air defense. And now we can see tanks being transported, and in front of that is a tactical floating bridge, short integrated ramp, possessed by the bridging squadron of the Royal Engineers Regiment.
Right, this is the ATM. Now, Colonel Rashdan, before we go, we can see huge trucks that's carrying something huge. Are those missiles?
These are tank transporters before that. That was the multi-launch rocket system, MLRS.
Right.
Used for delivering rockets at great distances.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, assets by the ATM.
Again, as mentioned, one of the marquee contingent for every single National Day Parade. And now, thank you so much to Colonel.
Pleasure.
And now we'd like to jump on to Captain Ridwana for the next up, which is the contingent from the Royal Malaysia Navy. Captain.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, leading the parade is the brass band from the Royal Malaysian Navy, and marching from the 207 guys. There are only 3 trailers over there, you can see on the left side of the parade, in which we cannot, because we cannot bring our sets here, the fleet are impossible to be on the road.
Not enough water. Yeah.
Okay, for the first trailer, you can see, I hope they change the, okay, over there. This is the missile which is used by the combatant. Over there, is focusing there by Kedili Q, Kedili Jibat, Kedili K, Kedili Kasturi, Exocet MM40, Block 2. Below that is the surface to subsurface to air missile, which is used by the submarine. Okay, for our strategic assets, and also a torpedo behind there.
One tidbit about the missile you mentioned earlier, that how long can it travel for?
For the MM40 Block 2, it can travel around 65 kilometers. So it's used to fire from ship to another ship.
Right.
All right.
And one of these missiles has been fired before?
Yeah, it is. We have made a test fire almost every year. Previously, we make a salvo firing. We fire 2 times of missile. It hits the target at around 55 kilometers.
Wow.
All right. Thank you so much, Captain. And now you're seeing on your screens the contingent from the Royal Malaysia Air Force, led by their brass band, Captain Sabri bin Hamil, and assisted by Sergeant Major Pegawai Warren Udara 2 Syed Ahmad Ruzaimi bin Syed Kamil, as well as the Drum Major Fleet Sergeant Muhammad Zulkifli bin Wandi. And now we are on screen right now together with the Royal Malaysia Air Force, led by Lieutenant Colonel Fazli Ahmad, and their assets. So maybe we can get the input from our guests here in the studio. Let's talk about the assets here.
Yes.
Okay, this is also a missile which is used by the fighters. Okay, it is used for the combat. It is air-to-surface missile. So this is designed actually for them to attack a maritime force at sea. So when they travel, for let's say they go around 800 kilometers from Malaysia, they hit a ship which have a bad intentions to our country.
Right.
And now on your screens are the brass members from the Puzida 36, 25 members strong, led by Warrant Officer 2 Zainuddin bin Minhad, assisted by Sergeant Major Brass Band Staff Sergeant Zulkisham bin Muhammad Noor, and Drum Major Staff Sergeant Muhammad Shahrizan bin Abdul Rahim. Following closely behind the contingent from the Malbat. Yes, Malbat 850-12, which will be proceeding to the mission in Lebanon very soon, Captain.
Yeah.
And this particular contingent is being led by Colonel Johan Effendi bin Haji Muhammad Saleh. Malbat has recently made famous by one of the movies film that was produced earlier a few years ago, showcasing the strength as well as the performance, or should I say, how great Malbat is to the nation as well and to the world.
That's right.
And next up, Brandon, who do we have here on screen?
We have the Malaysian Armed Forces Women's Contingent. So this is the best of the amalgamation of 207 women from the Malaysian Armed Forces, consisting of Army, Royal Malaysian Navy, Royal Malaysian Air Force. This parade is led by Lieutenant Colonel Zahara binti Osman from the Malaysian Army, who is also the commanding officer of the 4th Royal Service Corps. The female participants from the RMN and from the RMAF is Lieutenant Haida Shazani binti Muhammad Hairunisha, QDM. And this is, of course, the weapons being carried by the contingent. We include the Glock pistols and the M4 carbine 5.56mm rifles. So this contingent represents the diverse background, skills and expertise of female members of the Malaysian Armed Forces who consistently provide the best service.
And following closely, preceding the brass band from Puzida, you can see closely behind them, which is the contingent of the Reserve Army.
Combination of the 3 services, Reserve from the Army, Reserve from the Navy, and also from the Air Force.
As you can listen closely, that they're actually singing and marching along. Let's take a listen.
This actually helps them to synchronize their leg
with the tempo. And this, fellow viewers, is actually the last contingent marching down Dataran Putrajaya, because right after this, we're going to be moving on with several performances which are going to be held down at the Dataran Putrajaya, right in front of the Royal Box, as you can see on your screens right now. First up, we have the formation brass band consisting of 300 students
Right.
from the Education Ministry, Brandon.
Right.
And of different races and cultures and ages as well. It shows how unified we are under the tagline Malaysia Madani Jiwa Merdeka. We are putting everyone on point here that it doesn't matter what your background is, where you come from. If you're Malaysian, then we are together as one. And especially these are one of a few performances that will be happening down in Dataran Putrajaya in conjunction with the National Day Parade 2024.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, the left side of the screen, the ATM members as well, they're ready for their next performance for those who are in attendance and those who are watching us from all parts of the world. We're going to cross over live to Dataran Putrajaya for you to enjoy the sweet tunes of the performances that are definitely underway for you. Enjoy, ladies and gents.
have it. We have just witnessed the formation brass band performance by the 300 students organized by the Ministry of Education Malaysia. And now, moving on with the next performance, which is a very special performance that we have, that we're going to be getting some help with our local guests here by Colonel Rashdan.
And ladies and gentlemen, right now what you're looking at is, first and foremost, you're wondering why are they covering the tiles or the tarmac or whatsoever.
They're putting a tarp on it, yeah.
Yes, there'll be breaking of woods, or should I say tiles as well.
Yeah. You're giving it away without,
yes,
having
I'm so
Malaysians
sorry.
watching it first.
Exactly. So this is called the Persembahan Tempur Tanpa Senjata. So if you want to know what this is, later we're going to bring in two of our guests to talk to us, Captain and also Colonel. And here we go. Let's go back to Dataran Putrajaya. Colonel.
Okay, this is a performance on unarmed combat, or say Tempur Senjata or TTS. Demonstration by the elements such as this. This performance aims to display the skills, discipline, and efficiency of military personnel in combat situations, but without the use of actual weapons. This year, the TTS performance by the Royal Military Police Corps, combined with the Army Drumline, involves 210 TTS members and 40 drumline members. The performance begins with the entrance movements and drum skills display by the drumline in various formations. The unarmed combat demonstration showcasing three elements: individual combat, group combat, and destruction techniques.
And this is the one that I gave it away.
You gave it away too early, Brandon. But yeah, in any National Day parade, we are familiar with all of these kind of performances, but this is also something that we always look forward to. Again, just to showcase. Yes, it is part of the performance, but very interesting indeed for people.
Does this remind you of National Service Meal?
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go there.
So this TTS display begins with individual movements, including a combination of punches, blocks, and kicks by each member.
This tempur senjata is prerequisite. It is a must for all armed forces personnel to learn this basic. Back to our younger days in training, we have to learn this. Obviously not the braking task.
So this reminds you when Colonel and also Captain back then when you joined the military.
During basic training.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, look at that.
And there's no camera tricks here. Fellow viewers, these are actual tiles that's been broken down in Dataran Putrajaya.
And they are not on green screen, by the way. They are not.
This segment involves the destruction of bamboo and board, utilizing various methods of destruction, such as punches, elbows, heads, and kicks.
I love the fact that, all of this performance, all of this gentlemen in uniform, they come in with loud, with all the spirit, shouting, chasing, as if it's real trouble.
Now you have to keep in mind that all these movements are primarily for performance today, but in actual fact, unlike conventional martial arts, TTS places greater emphasis on the philosophy of short, simple, and practical movements. TTS is actually developed by integrating various martial arts styles, forming a comprehensive and intensively trained system. This TTS is primarily based on Taekwondo, with elements of Silat, Tang Soo Do, Karate Do, Judo, and Aikido integrated into the system.
Being enjoyed by His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, the King, together with Yang Muhammad, Prime Minister, Datuk Sri Dr. Datuk Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim, appreciating what they have just witnessed down here for the National Day Parade 2024. And we have come to the end of the second performance. Thank you, Colonel, for the live commentary of what we have just witnessed.
Welcome.
And also Captain.
And also Captain Ridwan.
And we are actually not done just as yet.
No, we're not.
At Dataran Putrajaya, because coming up shortly, for those of you who are tuning at home or more parts of the world, we have another special performance.
Yes, we do.
This is, of course, in line with what was mentioned by Inspector Adil. When it comes to battling anti-corruption. Now, I don't want to give it away again. But there you go.
Yeah.
Now, these is definitely part of the performance. They are not cleaners, by the way.
No, they're not, because this is actually part of the props that they're going to be showcasing in their presentation. This is going to be a presentation entitled Malaysia Madani, Jiwa Merdeka, Cuci Rasuah dan Kesatuan dalam Kepelbagaian.
Yes. So, Cuci Rasuah is dedicated to the Prime Minister's anti-corruption efforts. So, let's take a look.
And for this particular performance, before they start, is being displayed, or should I say, is being performed by members from different agencies as well as departments from the arts department. 500 members strong. Enjoy. Yes, you have just witnessed 3 stupendous, majestic performances down in Dataran Putrajaya in conjunction with the National Day Parade 2024. Were you pumping together with the performance,
I
Brandon?
was pumping, definitely. It was a medley, by the way. Now, the Chuchi Raswa performance and a choreograph, and of course, is definitely dedicated to the Prime Minister anti-corruption efforts. And not only that, it's just more than what did we saw? We saw the broom and we saw the trash bin. It's more than that. Incorporated specific dance and being choreographed that way. We had some performances, of course, when it comes to cultural moves and steps by the people of Sabah and Sarawak as well.
Exactly. And just to share with our fellow audiences as well, those who are participating in that last performance, who was organized by the Minister of Tourism and Culture as well, they were, well, there are actually 10 of them according to my list over here. We had the Kumpulan Kesenian, Jabatan Kebudayaan and Kesenian Negara. We also had the men and women from the police, actually. PDRM was there as well, the prison department, the Teresang Kenyalang Entertainment, Soka Gaka Malaysia, Tiamo Dance, Anggika Fine Arts, Dance Fusion Kuala Lumpur, Pertubuhan Seni Budaya Sabah, Kuala Lumpur and Selangor, and not forgetting from the Culture Department of TLDM, the Malaysian Navy, Royal Malaysian Navy as well. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a full house, definitely. I mean, what we have seen, it was definitely a full house, and as what we have seen as well, the first and second performance as well. So,
yeah, definitely.
Gentlemen, we've seen the performance, obviously, together with Colonel Rashdan in regards of the, I was intrigued, I think all Malaysians were actually intrigued by the second performance earlier, by the unarmed combat show that was performed by the members of the armed forces. As you were commentating earlier, it was simply just a show of skills, performance, basically.
Yeah.
All right, yep. And
but then again, before Colonel Rashdan answers some of the questions that we want to ask him, and also Captain and Inspector, now we're about to cross over back live to Dataran Putrajaya for the departure of His Majesty, the King of Malaysia, Sultan Ibrahim, and Her Majesty, Raja Zarif Sofia, the Queen of Malaysia. We welcome back the 1st Battalion Regiment.
All right, yeah. Colonel, assist us again, just give us a brief introduction about this particular brigade that's down here for the arrival that we have seen earlier and together with the departure of His Majesty, the King.
Sure, thank you. This main guard of honor, or Kawalan Kehormatan Utama, is conducted by soldiers and officers of the 1st Battalion of the 1st of the Royal Malay Regiment. This regiment is based at Camp Perdana Sungai Besi, Kuala Lumpur. The main guard of honor is led by Major Muhammad Fikri bin Senan. This guard of honor is primarily a symbol of respect and honor reserved for heads of state, royalty, or high-ranking officials. It signifies the military's recognition of the individual's authority or contribution to the nation. As you can see, this ceremony follows strict protocols, including very precise timing, meticulous uniform inspections, and exact movements.
There you have it, the announcement of the departure of His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, the King of Malaysia, together with Her Majesty Queen of Malaysia, leaving the royal box, making the exit. One thing I do want to ask you, what was the significance of lowering down the flags from the lineup, from the royal salute earlier down there?
All right, first the two flags. The first one is the standard of His Majesty the King, and the second one is the regimental colours of the 1st Battalion of the Royal Malay Regiment, and they are only lowered in the presence of His Majesty the King. That's a special form of recognition and respect for him.
And when that happens, it's definitely accompanied by the national anthem, Negaraku.
Definitely.
Right.
And Captain, maybe you can just give us a bit of information, the flyby by the helicopters that we've seen earlier during the national anthem.
Yeah, the flyby is to signify, because His Majesty is the highest ranking military official. He is the Field Marshal. So it's a mark of respect from the armed forces, from the ATM. So you can see the aircraft from the Air Force, from the Army, and also from the Navy. So they are flying their each flags as a mark of respect for His Majesty.
That's right, Captain. And when you mentioned that he is the Field Marshal, the Yang di-Tuan Agong as the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, which basically mean His Majesty is the Field Marshal of the ATM, the Fleet Admiral of the Navy, and Marshal of the Air Force.
Exactly. So.
Yeah. And as we can see on screen, His Majesty the King shaking hands with Yang Ahmad Berhormat Prime Minister, together with Yang Ahmad Berhormat, the Deputy Prime Ministers, and getting back into his car, in which he will be driving himself. Again, very unique. Never have I seen personally the King of Malaysia driving his own vehicle, Brandon.
That's right, Leo.
And with the departure of His Majesty, marks the end of the National Day Parade 2024.
The sound of music that you heard just now is the departure song.
It's a specific departure song.
Yeah.
And as His Majesty, the King, and Her Majesty the Queen leaves the Dataran Putrajaya, and you can see the waving of the Jalo Gemilang, the national flag accompanying His Majesty and Her Majesty. It's definitely a sight to behold. Well beloved by all Malaysians, the King of Malaysia.
That's right. How lucky are those who are in attendance, are able to meet the King? Definitely. And significantly, this National Day would be the first attended by His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, King of Malaysia, since ascending to the throne earlier this year.
And preceding the departure of His Majesty is then the departure of Yang Ahmad Berhormat, the Prime Minister, Yang Ahmad Berhormat Datuk Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim, together with Yang Amat Berbahagia Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Dr. Wan Ismail.
But before that, the 1st Battalion of the Royal Malay Regiment would then leave Dataran Putrajaya. And there you have it, just like that.
Just like that.
We're almost at the end of the celebration. And of course, right now, the 1st Battalion of the Royal Malay Regiment will now leave Dataran Putrajaya. And we want to just head back to our guests and ask them a few more questions with regards to the celebration. And I must say, the highlight of this, Mio, what would it be for you?
Wow, I do have a few, to be honest with you. I mean, like, honestly, I was very impressed with what we have all witnessed together, what was happening down in Dataran Putrajaya. First of all, obviously, you cannot not mention about the air show.
Right.
The air show was fantastic. The parade itself, you know, with all different contingents being represented, not just from the national contingent. We also had from the securities contingent, the GLI contingent, the GLCs, GLICs. Well, again, I'm going to need another couple of hours actually to talk just about what we have just witnessed. Very, very impressive. What was your best moment then?
I would definitely go with the air show, and definitely the assets brought along by PDRM and also the ATM, and not to forget TLDM. TLDM did not bring a specific assets, but of course they brought their missiles because
they brought them, yeah.
As you mentioned, there's not enough
we
water.
didn't have enough water, unfortunately, down in Dataran Putrajaya.
But come, let's go to Captain Ridwan.
Yeah.
Now, Captain Ridwan, if there's a particular asset that you would like Malaysia to be exposed to know, what would it be, Captain?
There is a lot actually, but I would like the Malaysians to know better about our submarine.
Our submarines, right?
Because you are aware that some Malaysians still have this mindset of that our submarines cannot dive.
Right.
So if I have the opportunity for the Malaysians to know better about the submarines, I would like that to be done.
Right.
Yeah, as we can see in the background, actually what's happening down in Dataran Putrajaya is the departure of the Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister.
Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim. But before that, I think he's taking his time to meet with the people.
Yep, acknowledging together with his ministers down there as well.
Exactly. We've got Deputy Prime Minister Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof.
Yep. And we can see as well the Minister of Communications as well. Fazil Fahmi is down there together in the crowd.
Famil Fadi is also around meeting with people.
Yep.
And everybody's just flocking.
It's a sea of volunteers together with the Prime Minister, showing their appreciation, showing the unity, the togetherness
of
us Malaysians. This is definitely a day to remember. Not just for the dignitaries, of course, but for every Malaysians out there, whether they're in Dataran Putrajaya or they're watching on screen. Definitely this is something to remember and to bring forward, not just in the month of August or September, as you mentioned, Brandon, but throughout the whole year, throughout their whole lives, basically.
That's right. Now we would like to just have a look if Mr. Prime Minister is he heading off or he is continuing with his journey to meet those who are in attendance. And I must say, if you manage to get a picture with the Prime Minister, and I'm not too sure because most of them who are there wouldn't be listening or tuning into us, but we would like the time, let's say, after the event, after the celebration, to show us a picture of you with Prime Minister.
Wow.
That would be great.
That's definitely going on your social media, isn't it?
If only I was there, Mio. If only. But then again, we'll be at work and we just can't move away.
All right. Now, just bringing back our guests here in the studio, just to have a chat of what we have just witnessed while we can see in the background, the Prime Minister making his rounds over there. I'm drawn to you, Inspector Adil, when we talk about, again, what we have just witnessed. Again, not just the contingents specifically from the PDRM, but from everyone as well. Obviously, this brings out the best in all of us, being proud, being unified, being Malaysian at the end of the day. Inspector Adil, give us your thoughts about this, what we have just witnessed down at Dataran Putrajaya.
Okay, obviously and clearly, actually we are celebrating the culture diversity togetherness. So this is what we call unity in diversity. So that is so special about Malaysians. Even we have a multiracial country, even this multi-religion country, but we have the togetherness spirit, which is very good. And then the special part about this National Day parade, towards the end, we can see the tarian cuci corruption, something like corruption washing, like that.
Yeah.
So, which is in line with PDRM. As a number one law enforcement agency, we always want to ensure the integrity must be upheld and practiced. Because clearly, corruption is the main killer and also cancer to the integrity. So the concept was very good, if you really understand. And then, can I just conclude my point of view?
Yes,
Sure, please.
You definitely can.
Talking about the modern independence refer to a broader and more complex compared from the past. So in the today or contemporary independence, we need be more aware, well equipped with knowledge about what are the challenges come silently.
Right.
For instance, foreign economic influence, cyber threat, and international political conflicts. All these challenges must be managed without compromising the core values and national identity.
Right.
So in essence, or in conclusion, modern independence is about preserving modern freedom in dynamic world.
Right.
So in conclusion, always equip and update your knowledge.
Nice.
That's my message to all Malaysians, to all over the world.
Very well said.
And
Well-
integrity is a must.
Well mentioned, well spoken there by Inspector Adil there. As we can see here, fellow viewers, the official departure of Yang Berhormat Prime Minister leaving the grounds of Dataran Putrajaya. Definitely a sight to behold what we have just witnessed today, as what normally we used to see every year when it comes to National Day Parade, but this year it has its difference, it has its uniqueness in itself in making it a spectacle that everyone, I believe, will be taking home with pride and joy.
Definitely. And I'm not too sure whether Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim is keen on leaving now because he was brought to his vehicle and I'm sure if
Time
he was
permits.
given the time to talk to everyone and to meet with everyone, I think he would have done that. This is the official departure of the Honourable Dr. Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister and of Malaysia, and the Honourable Dr. Sri Dr. Wan Azizah, Dr. Wan Ismail. They are departing the ceremony as we speak.
Exactly. And coming to the ceremony as well, again, we, both Brandon and I, we just declared on our magic moment, or should I say the most impressed that we were during the whole parade. I want to bring it back down here, back to the studio with Colonel Rashdan. Colonel Rashdan, your favorite moment of the National Day Parade, and you are not allowed to talk about anything that involves ATM. No. no, please. What was your favorite moment?
That's a tricky
of the
condition. But honestly, as a Malaysian Army officer, witnessing that National Day celebration just now fills me with immense pride and gratitude. The parade is not just a display of our military capabilities and national achievements, but also a powerful symbol of our unity